Hey everybody, this is RC with Retired by Investing coming at you with another comprehensive market review. Today we'll be starting with the VIX. Right now we are at the 15-ish level, which is a really good thing since volatility is downtrending. However, what I do want to say is that in the last 3 days, we have been on up days, which means that the biggest thing is where do we find support on the indexes, which I will go over. So as far as the VIX itself, this is a good position when you're trying to find positions, but still be very cautious in terms of when exactly you are buying. Now, going with the SPY, right now we are above all moving averages with everything starting to turn up, which is really, really good. That means that we have broken out of this consolidation as far as the SPY. However, again, finding support is the biggest thing here. We are at the pretty much a resistance point. Do we break through this and hit to 760 and then pull back down, or do we pull back down on Monday and then eventually, find our footing then? So coming into the week, it's really understanding if we fall back into the 747 base, then basically we will have to go sideways. And if it fails from there, then, dropping back down is another possibility. However, we'll never know until we see what the market wants to do. In terms of the RSP, we have a 2-day base here, which is a really good thing. We have actually closed above it. However, if we fall back down, we'll still be within this base. So coming Monday, if we get below 213 and we close in that area, this would just be a consolidation. Then we'll have to wait to see if we actually can pop back up. However, with earnings season, we'll just have to find out exactly how this plays out. Now with the Qs, we are still within this base. Hopefully we can break above here. One of the things is we'll probably most likely have some resistance at the 737 level. Now, if we start to break below the 50 SMA coming back in, because that would basically mean that we have majority of the indexes for the Qs trying to point downwards. We haven't even broken down the smaller downtrend line, and this is more of a consolidation. I would think that they'll possibly break above and eventually break out of this consolidation. Now with the MDY not looking too good, below the 21 SMA. However, this can pop back above, get to the 702s, and then eventually break out. What I would really want to do is see exactly if this 703 level gets hit. If it does, and we go into that area, the biggest thing from there is the reaction, right? Do we fall back down onto rising moving averages and then break above, or do we just actually hit this and then come all the way back down to the 50? We don't know, but those are the two scenarios. Right now, there's not much to do until the market really wants to pick a direction. For the IWM, this is the same thing. Break above, hit this resistance at 300, and then eventually go sideways again, and then break above that. But again, we don't know what the market's going to bring. We can even fall back down to the 288 level, and then we'll possibly topple over after that. But for the most part, the market is pretty much sideways. You don't need to do much here. All right, guys, that's all I have, and you guys have a great day. Take care. Peace.